Welcome back, everybody. We are now going to take a look at using free ebooks to get more sales on Amazon. This is something that hardly anybody does. Now, there is some work involved in this though, because you will need either to be able to write a decent ebook yourself of about 20 to 30 pages, or you will need some funds to get someone else to do it for you. So around about $100 to $200 you will need to get a decent ebook created for you. Once your ebook has been created, you can list it on the Kindle Marketplace, and you can access KDP, that's Kindle Direct Publishing, right from your Amazon seller dashboard. Down in the footer, you can keep the same sign-in details. You don't need to create a new account with new sign-in details. So that's really handy. So just down in the footer, click on Kindle Direct Publishing. Now, the purpose of the ebook is to get sales, get more customers and more sales. But what should the ebook be about? That is going to be dependent on the category and niche you're selling in. And if you're selling in more than one niche, then you would need an ebook for each niche. But you could start off with one. You can write an ebook on anything, literally anything. Doesn't matter what the niche is, what the category is. You can still write an ebook or have an ebook created. And here are just a few examples. Some of these things you would think, how on earth could I write an ebook? For example, if you're selling cleaning supplies, well, it could be little known cleaning tips to save you time and money. If you're selling office supplies, again, it's not really a sexy kind of product. It's not the sort of thing, well, that you would necessarily think that you could write an ebook on. But how about get more done with these office organization tips? Lighting, how to turn a bedroom into a mini oasis. Party supplies, how to throw the best kids party ever. So you're getting the idea. You can think of a subject for any kind of category or niche. It doesn't matter. You can write an interesting ebook or have one created. If you want to have one created, you can go to Fiverr and type in write ebook in the search bar. Fiverr excels at design work, but you can still find some reasonable writers on here. You're not going to find the best quality because you're not going to get that for $100 to $200. But this search that I did there and brought up some results here, I clicked on this one. This one, she or he, I can't remember, but she or he is from the United States. Because what you really want is a native English speaker. You will find that non-native English speakers, no matter how good they can speak English, when they write, it will be different. So try to get a native English speaker. And this one here was $5 for 300 words. So that means it would cost you about $150 for a 20 to 30 page. I think it would cost you $100 for a 20-page ebook, which isn't too bad at all for a native English speaker who has experience, which this one does. Okay, this one has a lot of experience with writing and editing. So that's what you want to look for, somebody who has a lot of experience with writing and editing, a native English speaker. You want to look at the reviews. You want to look at the way they've written the actual description of their gig as well, because if that has mistakes in it, that's a bad sign. So you can come over to Fiverr and you can find a writer for your ebook. Doing it yourself is always better, but maybe you just can't. So over here at Fiverr, you're going to find somebody. You're also going to need an ebook cover, which you can get designed here on Fiverr for $5. Now, some of the ebook writers will actually throw in a free ebook cover, but I'm not sure what it would be like. You could find out, you could see what it's like first, and if it's not really up to standard, then you can get a really good one created for $5 by using an actual designer. Inside the ebook, make references to your product on Amazon and include the link at the beginning of the book, at the end of the book, and 3 to 5 times throughout the content. So you want plenty of links in there, but not too many. You want to strike a balance. You don't want to have 20 or 30 links in there, but you need to have enough so that the reader will see the links. Not everybody will read the whole book, so just having links at the end is not good enough. Additionally, if you wish to, this is taking things a little bit further again. You could ask the reader to subscribe to your email list to access new product discounts and offers. But to do this, you would need a website. You would have to have a website to do this. You would also have to have an autoresponder. Now, MailChimp is a free autoresponder. It's free until you hit 2,000 subscribers. The one I use is not MailChimp. I've used Aweber since 2006, which is $19.99 a month. But MailChimp is, by all accounts, very good until you reach a certain level, and then you have to pay for it, and the payment is pretty much on a par with Aweber. But again, you would need a website to do this. It would allow you to collect email addresses outside of Amazon and send them permission-based emails. This is really good because whenever you launch a new product, you can use that email list to get your first sales and reviews. Okay? So you can think about this. Don't let it hold you up. You can always edit the ebook later to include this. When it comes to getting downloads of your free ebook on Kindle, adapt whatever you can that you have learned from this course to your listing on KDP on the Kindle Direct platform. Although it is different, but you can still adapt some of the things to help you create a really good converting listing. There are also other places that you can list and upload and give away free Kindle ebooks. So if you go to Google and type in places to give away free Kindle ebooks, and then as well as having your ebook on the Kindle platform, you can upload it to various other places as well, although Kindle is always going to be the main place. You need to make sure that your ebook is formatted properly and it is free of grammatical and spelling errors, and it reads well, or almost free of grammatical and spelling errors. Sometimes it's very difficult, and most books have at least one or two errors in them somewhere. Even best-selling books on Kindle have that. Even books that have been published through publishing houses sometimes have the occasional error in them. But you don't want to have it peppered with errors, because otherwise it will be difficult to read and the people who download it will just abandon it. Now, typically when you pay someone on Fiverr to write an ebook, there will be errors. Now, if you don't feel confident proofreading it yourself, that's obviously the easiest way to do it. If you can proofread it, because you're looking at it with different eyes and you will be picking up the errors, hopefully. But if you don't feel confident to do that yourself, you need to get someone to do it. Perhaps you have a family member or a friend who can do it. And if not, you will find proofreaders on Fiverr. Now, although when you have an ebook written, the ebook writer will say that they will do revisions and that kind of thing, I found that to be a frustrating waste of time, sending the ebooks back to be corrected. Far better to either proofread it yourself and correct the errors, or have a friend or family member, or get it proofread by somebody completely different on Fiverr. You will need to insert your own links. So remember what we talked about, inserting your Amazon links, going back to your listing, beginning of the book, the end of the book, and 3 to 5 places throughout the ebook. You do that yourself when you get the book back from the ebook writer. Additionally, when you are uploading a book to Kindle, it should be in what's called the MOBI, the .mobi format. This allows it to be read across multiple devices, so all the different mobile devices, PCs, whatever. Although Kindle will allow you to upload a book in Word format, that book will not display properly across the devices. So it really needs to be in .mobi. There are free online programs to do this. If you don't feel happy to do it yourself, if you'd rather have it done by somebody who knows how to do it correctly, then just go to Fiverr again. It won't cost you much at all to have your ebook formatted for Kindle. And again, if you don't feel ready to do the list building part yet, just leave that bit out and just simply create your book with the references and links going back to your Amazon listing, list it on Kindle as a free ebook, and your book will remain on Kindle as long as you leave it there. Potentially can keep on bringing you new visitors and sales. Now you can also, as I mentioned already, you can also take that book and edit it and re-upload it if you want to at any time. And there are other ways to promote Kindle ebooks naturally, but that's way beyond the scope of this course. There's Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, all sorts of things you can do. But the idea is you just get it up as a free ebook on Kindle and get it distributed to as many other places as you possibly can where it's free. It's not going to cost you anything to upload it. Optimize your listing. And then at some point, if you have more time, you have spare time, you can start looking at different ways to drive traffic to your Kindle listing as well.